Hey everybody, good afternoon. Happy Friday. Happy whatever day it is, whenever you're watching this. I'm really glad you were able to press pause on whatever was happening before this. Give yourself a little bit of space to move some energy around, stretch it out, so that you can either return to what you were focusing on with fresh perspective, or kind of be ready to move on to something else. So you don't need anything special for class today, just a little bit of space to move. And we'll get started in child's pose. So bring your toes to touch behind you, lay your knees open as wide as feels comfortable, and then gently crawl your fingertips forward. You can rest your forehead on the mat. If it feels okay, close your eyes. Let's take a couple big, deep breaths together here. Exhale completely. Deep breath in through your nose, inhale. And open mouth, exhale, let that go. Beautiful. Another like that. Bigger breath in. Feel your low belly and your ribcage expand. Bigger, open mouth, exhale. Beautiful. Last one together. Biggest breath in. Fill up low belly, ribcage, and your whole upper back with air. And sigh it out. Let the body release. Keep this breath going on your own. If these big, expansive inhales and exhales are helping you kind of wipe away the stress or any frustration you've experienced so far today, keep that going. If you're ready for something just a little more natural, return to conscious breath that doesn't require too much attention. So you're paying attention enough to notice that you are breathing, more concerned with other senses. So start to tune in to physically noticing which parts of your body are making contact with the earth. Notice if the connection to the earth maybe invites a softening through other parts of your body, especially through the back of your heart space. Take a breath in, expand. And as you exhale, crawl your fingertips off towards the right. Finding a big stretch through the left side of your body. Full round of breath here. Good. As you inhale, crawl back to center. And exhale, crawling over towards the left corner of your mat, stretching through the right side body. Taking a full inhale and a full exhale, nice and slow. Nice, and then crawl your way back to center. Gently press yourself up into a tabletop position, stacking shoulders over wrists, hips right over knees. Spread your fingers really wide and consciously press your fingertips into the mat. You might feel the palm of your hand kind of pop up a little bit, like it's a little suction cup. That's exactly what we're looking for here. So active, even though we're not doing anything, start to hug the front body up to meet the back body. So rather than being like slouched down in tabletop, we're kind of holding ourselves with some integrity, some alignment. And as you inhale, find cow pose. Drop your belly, tip your tailbone high, maybe look up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, cat pose. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. Launch your heart up through your upper back. Push the ground away from you. Big stretch through the upper back. Full round of breath here. Nice. Let's find a little flow. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly. Exhale, cat, round and curl. Nice job. 3 more on your own. Let this feel kind of luxurious. Like you know what's coming next, but what about all those in-between little movements, those nuances of sensation you can tap into, check in with the hips, the neck, Finish one more full round of cat and cow. We'll meet back together in static tabletop. Nice job meeting back together in tabletop position. Bring your left palm right into the center of your mat, so sort of right beneath your nose. And start to drag your right fingertips up high as you breathe and reach up high. Stay for your exhale. Find some movement through the wrist. Rotate the arm too. Maybe you experiment with big circles through the shoulder, just exploring a different range of motion you might have been able to access already today. Breathe and reach your right fingertips high. And exhale, thread the needle, draw your right arm under the bridge made by your left. Rest your right shoulder, side of your head on the earth. With your top arm, your left arm, you can either crawl it overhead for more of a side stretch, or you can open through the front of your chest by wrapping your left arm around your body. Soften through the back of your heart space. This is a gentle twist to help mobilize the thoracic spine. That's your upper back. Here for 2 more breaths. Where else can you let go, release some tension? 1 more full round. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bring your left fingertips back to the earth. As you inhale, reach your right fingertips back up high. And exhale, come back to tabletop. Let's take that on the other side. Right palm comes to the middle of your mat. Inhale, left fingertips to the sky. Breathe, pause here. Start to introduce a little bit of movement, first to the wrist, then to the entire arm. Maybe big circles through the shoulder. You're here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, reach left fingertips high. Exhale, thread the needle, tuck the left arm underneath, and release yourself into shape that feels good for you on this side. Know that the more firmly you press your left palm down into the ground, the more intense you might feel this stretch across your upper back. Keeping the breath really even here for 2 more full rounds. Nice job. Bring your right palm back to earth. Inhale, left fingertips up high. And exhale back to the tabletop. Now make your way flat onto your belly. Flat down. Zip your legs up behind you. We're setting up for Cobra pose. Or if you'd like, you can keep your feet wide towards the edges of your mat. This will give you a little bit more support. So maybe start with your feet out wider here, kind of making like a triangle shape. Slide your palms down to your lowest ribs. Gaze straight down at your mat. And before we do anything here, visualize your spine. From the bottom of your sacrum all the way out through the crown of your head. So create more space between your shoulders and your ears. Pinch your shoulder blades together behind you. Notice how this kind of crickets your elbows behind you. Opens through the chest. Exhale all your air. Inhale, Cobra pose. Peel your heart up off the earth. Keep breathing while you stay here. Traction your palms back towards your hips to pull your heart forward. Keep reaching through the top of your head. Press your toenails into the mat. Press your pelvis down. Keep breathing, building so much strength through the entire spine here. Inhale with 1 inch higher. Exhale, lower all the way down. Nose kisses the mat. We'll do that 3 more times now. Flowing breath to movement. Exhale completely. Inhale, Cobra pose. Push your pelvis down. Peel your heart up. Exhale, lower. Nice job. 2 more. Inhale, Cobra. Broaden through the collarbones. Exhale, lower with just as much control. Last one together. Here we go. Breathe in, Cobra pose. Pinch your elbows together behind you. Exhale, lower down. Nice job. Touch your toes. Push up to either a high plank or tabletop position. And then downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Palms are about shoulder width distance apart, fingers spread really wide here. And just like we did in tabletop, can you grip at the mat with your fingertips? Kind of like you were trying to palm a basketball. If you feel like you're pushing most of your weight into the heels of your hands, like if you could lift your fingertips up right now, practice redistributing the weight across all of your fingers. Gently spin your armpits in towards your face. Notice how this spreads your shoulder blades broad across your back. And if you need to bend your knees a lot here, we're focusing on a long spine. So if it helps you to reach your tailbone up higher, bend your knees. Totally cool. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Inhale, high plank pose, rock forward, shoulders directly over wrists. And we're here for a little while, so start to use your breath to activate some internal power, some internal strength. You're always welcome to drop down to your knees. You can feel, even if we all lower our knees here, how active you can keep the upper body. Core is tight, fingertips spread wide, pushing the ground away. So if you need to go between full plank and kneeling plank, that's totally cool. We are here gazing straight down at the mat, shoulders pull away from the ears, breathe, maybe smile. Know that you're stronger than you give yourself credit for. Don't tell yourself, I can't do this, I'm not strong enough, I'm too tired. That'll be true if you start to say it. So we're here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Push it back to downward facing dog. So awesome. We're going to do one more of those plank holds. Just in a minute, maybe pedal out through your legs here, stretching through the backs of the calves, the hamstrings. And here's our last set of plank. Inhale, shift forward. You got this. Set up strong, starting with the legs. Push your toes down into the ground. Activate both legs a lot. Like you could kind of, like with my toes, I can like push on the mat from like left leg to right leg. Legs are doing a lot of work here. It's not all your arms. So keep focused on the legs. Hug your outer hips in. Kind of imagine you're wrapping a corset around your body, hugging everything in tight. And then palms spread wide, push down, neck reaches forward, gazing straight down at the mat. Inhale here, you're so strong. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job. Now start to walk your, tired. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Releasing into a ragdoll pose. Let your neck hang really heavy. Separate your feet wide. And you can relax your torso down. Bend your knees as much as you need to. You can bend them a lot. We're looking for a release through the low back, through the backs of the legs. Let this feel really good. You've been sitting in your office chair for a few hours. These are some muscles who haven't gotten much attention, so maybe it feels nice to gently rock side to side. You can even interlace your hands at the back of your neck. Gently tug your skull down towards the earth. Enjoy 4 more breaths here, opening all along the backside of the body. Good job. Last round of breath here. So bring your hands to your hips, bend your knees, and gently, safely bring yourself to standing. Nice job. There are no more planks in this class, I promise. You're safe. We're done with that part. All right, stay with your legs wide. We're gonna do one of my favorite things to do, and I'm just feeling kind of stuck. Need to move some energy around. There are no rules. You're just gonna like kind of flop around. Depending on where you tend to carry tension under stress, you might feel this in different places. Maybe this feels really nice in your hips to be getting this kind of gentle rotation. Maybe like me, your upper back is usually screaming at you. This is kind of introducing some twisting in a way that's also bringing some fresh blood all through the torso. And maybe you're just like, I don't know, let your hands clap on your body. Let this feel like an expression of you today. We're here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring your palms to touch at heart center. Close your eyes. Just notice the way energy is moving through your Push your feet down into the ground. Feel the stability of the earth beneath you. Know that no matter how chaotic things get in your mind, in your body, there is always sure footing and stability if we choose to tune into it. Keep your eyes open. Release your hands to your sides. Feet are still a little wider than hips width distance apart. Breathe in, sweep your arms up high. Maybe they clap overhead. Breathe in. And as you exhale, bringing the arms back down like you're pushing your arms through honey, nice and slow, like there's a lot of resistance, even though there's none, because it's just air. There we go. Breathe in and reach your arms up high, sweep them up. And exhale, pushing them, palms facing down, back down to the earth. Let's do one more like that. Big breath in, sweep your arms up, reach your fingertips wide. And exhale, pushing all of that energy back down. Nice job. All right, take an even wider stance and find warrior two with your left knee bent. So back foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. Front foot, in this case left leg, facing toes face forward. Bring your front knee to stack right over your front ankle. And then your body, your torso will be stacked right over your hips. Fingertips go strong out to the side. Gaze confidently over your front fingertips. Breathe here. Hug your heels in towards each other like you could scrunch up your mat beneath you. Feel that power, yes. Now come back to the fingertips. Can you pull your fingers apart from each other? Pull your arms across, apart. And maybe bring a little rotation into the arms, just noticing how these slight shifts in movement, first sensation all throughout the body. We're here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Keep the legs as they are. Inhale, lift your left arm up high. This is reverse warrior. You can stay just here like you're like Britney Spears at a concert. Or, I don't know, or maybe you bring a little side bend into it, not a back bend, lengthening all along your left rib cage. You can bring your back hand to your leg for some support or even to your low back. I know your front leg is shaking, stick with it. I'm doing it on purpose to all of us. So good. Breathe in, enjoy the stretch. As you breathe out, find extended side angle. Left arm rests on your thigh. Bring your top arm straight overhead. And for more of a side stretch on this side, let's bring the bicep right over the ear. You can gaze up if it looks good or down if that's better for you. But pause here, keep breathing. Can you squeeze your back glute to anchor your back foot on the earth? Engage your core slightly, and from this place of stability, expand through the stretch. Only a couple more breaths, you're doing so good. Nice, inhale, star pose, both legs are straight, toes out, heels in, push your hips forward, maybe look out, breathe in. Breathe out, bring your palms to touch at heart center. All right, before we take that on the other side, we're gonna do a little bit of extra love for the shoulders. Shoulders and back. All right, so we're gonna take eagle arms. So bring your left arm, your left elbow underneath your right, left elbow under right elbow. Either weave your palms together to touch or grab for your shoulders in a bear hug. Separate your legs wide. Find a strong stance in the legs. So like butt is squeezed, legs are powerful. And as you inhale, you're going to lift your elbows up any amount, kind of finding, you might recognize this, the same shape in your spine as cow pose with the belly dipping low. So breathe in. And as you breathe out, tuck your elbows in towards your belly button, chin to chest. Pull your fingertips away from your face. Pay attention to where you feel these sensations in your body. Now we'll find a little flow. Inhale, lift your elbows, maybe look up. Exhale, elbows to belly button, round and curl. 2 more. Inhale, lift your elbows, look up. Exhale, tuck it in tight. So good. Last one. Inhale, lift and expand. Exhale, contract, pull your elbows in. Nice job. Release that side. Give your arms a little wiggle. We're going to take it on the other side. So now your right elbow is under your left elbow. Bear hug, palms touch. Make your legs really active. It's important to have active legs and a really stabilized core, or this might kind of hurt your low back. We don't want that. So start with an inhale, lift the elbows, squeeze the glutes, push the hips forward, maybe look up. Exhale, keep squeezing the glutes, elbows towards your belly button, rounding through your back. Pull your fingertips away. Nice job. 3 more. Inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, crunch. Nice. Inhale, lift and expand. Exhale, crunch. We got one more. Let it feel really good. Inhale. Exhale, tuck, push your heart out through your back. Nice job, release that. Return to wide leg stance. We'll take the warrior 2 sequence facing the other way. So right leg bends this time, right toes point straight forward. Back foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. Already hug your heels towards each other, strong legs. If you're already anticipating how tired this leg will be, stop that. Be present in this moment. That hasn't happened yet. And even if it does happen, that doesn't need to predicate something else that will happen. Yoga teaches us to be present exactly where we are instead of always trying to think a couple steps ahead. For planners like me, that's really hard. All right, strong arms, peel your fingertips apart. And this time, instead of being mostly aware of your arms pulling apart, draw a sense of awareness to the back of your heart space, so directly behind where your heart is. I want you to think of that as like the glowing heat nucleus of this pose. So your arms are stretching wide, but they're expanding from that place. See if you give your fingertips a little wiggle, if you can sense into the way you're directing the energy to flow. Keep the legs. Inhale, reverse warrior, high five the wall behind you. Recommit to the lunge if you've lost it. Notice if you're telling yourself a story about what you're capable of. If you need to pause for a moment and straighten the leg to go back with some dedication, totally cool. Listen to your body, but we're learning to tell the difference between observation-based changes and us just telling ourselves lies. Just casual. All right, breathe in. And exhale, extended side angle. Rest the arm on the thigh. Arm sweeps up high, bicep over the ear. You're one long line of energy from the left ankle all the way up through left fingertips. So good. Pinch your shoulder blades together behind you. See if you can rotate your chest a bit more open towards the sky. So good. Reconnect to the ground beneath you. Feel your feet pushing down. Nice job. Inhale, star pose. Reach up high. And exhale, goddess pose. Sink your hips down, toes out, heels in, knees track towards the middle or the pinky toe, so don't let them sickle in. You're using strength of your outer hips to open through the knees. You can stay right here, practice thighs of steel. Best of luck to you. If you want a little twisting release, bring your palms to your thighs. Inhale, puff up your chest. And exhale, drop one shoulder, twist. You can look over your top shoulder if it feels okay. Maybe bring some light sways into the hips. Feels good. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist the other way. Drop your opposite shoulder. Notice how this side feels different. Stay connected to your breath. Let it flow. Good. We'll flow through this just one time. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist the other way. Nice job. Inhale, center. We're here for 4. You're so strong. For 3. You got it. For 2 and 1. Inhale, star pose. Burst up. Exhale, wide leg forward folds. It feels so good. Turn your toes in, heels out. Just let your chest melt down. No rules here. Keep your legs as wide as you'd like. The closer they are together, the more intense the stretch will be. Let your head, neck, and shoulders release completely. Again, here it might feel nice to tug your skull down towards the ground. If you'd like more twists, plant one palm, reach the other high. You can also interlace your hands behind you to find a chest expansion. Okay, for about 4 more breaths, explore what feels good to you. Notice if you shift more weight towards your toes, how does that change the sensation along the backs of your legs? Nice, one more full breath in. Full breath out. Bring your hands back to your hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to stand up without breaking your body. All right, and we'll end with 3 of those big arm circle breaths. So breathe and reach your fingertips up high. Exhale, palms towards the earth, arms back down. Good, close your eyes on these 2. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, breathe out, push the air down. You got 1 more. Inhale, sweep your arms high. And exhale, palms to heart center this time, dragging all of the energy to your center. Nice job, everybody. That's what we got for today. I hope you feel a little energized. Maybe you've cleared out some stale energy. If you're looking for more movement, still check out some of the other videos on this channel. We do this every Friday, so we got options. If this helped you feel good and better, what is going on? I hope you join us next week. Share it with a friend. This is always going to be available. I don't know if that's true. I'm really enjoying doing this in this like really wild time of quarantine. Helps me feel good to have a reason to get up and move. And I've heard from friends and family that it gives them a reason to do the same. So share it with someone in your life who you love, who you think could use a little movement break. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much. Take care.